Hello. My office is in a state of despair, and I need to fix that. So what better way than to kick off my very first video by tackling this hellhole of a room. First things first, hi, my name is Day. I run a small fiber art business called Timid Designs, and welcome. I just got off my 9 to 5. It is currently 8:14 p.m. Hence the horrible lighting. I try to bust out my ring light to help, I guess. If anything, it might help. So hi, welcome. Stick around if you want. If you don't, then don't. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little tour of what the room looks like right now. So this is the current state of my very small space. I was going through a lot of the products that I have because I normally do markets. Got my water, got some trash bags, got my coffee. Oh my god, I'm gonna need this. So this is the loft of my house. There's my little stairs. But this is what I'm working with. And I don't know if I should start by getting everything out, moving out what I don't need, but I think first things first, I'm gonna get these out of here. I have an obsession with Hot Wheels, and yeah, you know what? No explaining. I love Hot Wheels.
Game over.
Alright, anything that's clearly yarn that needs to get wound back up, I'm just gonna throw it on my couch for now. Everything else is getting moved. Honestly, I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where everything that's just out and not in a home is gonna get thrown on my couch for the time being. This is like pure ADHD chaos. If you have ADHD and you've ever tried to clean something before, you should understand the feeling. I need a leash to trap myself. Alright, desk is cleared off, and most of it now lives on my couch. But most of this is just like yarns that were sitting here that need to be wound up, put away. These are projects that I'm currently working on, and then just tiny little display pieces that have just been sitting there that I need to figure out what to do with. Next thing I want to tackle is this. This houses all of my yarn, and it is taking me everything in my power not to try and rearrange furniture right now, but I'm just tired of not being able to see my yarn, and it's just honestly quite big and clunky. So I'm gonna go through this next. Like I said, this is taking me everything in my power not to try and break down furniture right now and start rearranging things. My main goal is to just go through everything and declutter and get rid of what I don't need or use. And I'm thinking tomorrow, since it is pretty late, that I'm going to then pull everything out of the room and try and rearrange things. I need to figure out what I want to do with this pink dresser and figure out if I can put it somewhere else or repurpose it somewhere else in the house. I'm rambling. Let's go through some yarn. All right, this is what I'm working with. Most of the yarn lives down here, and I try to keep things kind of organized, but each one of these 4 drawers also has yarn. That's just kind of miscellaneous art supplies and like paint by numbers, things like that. Other endeavors that I used to have, and part of me wants to try and figure out a way to separate business from like artistic hobbies, I guess. I don't know. I gotta figure it out, but we're just gonna start top down. We'll work our way down and go from there, because this is gonna be where the brunt of everything lives, I guess.
Game over.
I now have an empty bin. I think once I go through everything, I'm just gonna leave the bins empty until I figure out what I'm gonna keep, what I'm gonna put away, so I can actually organize it at the same time. Because I've found a trend that I have a lot of like miscellaneous beadwork, stuff for like floral wires, sewing stuff, etc. So I'm just gonna put these aside until I can categorize everything after I declutter. So remember when I said I had so much glitter and showed you like 3 or 4 things of glitter? I found so much more glitter. And even I forgot when I pulled these down that I wanted to do resin making. I wanted to make my own little crochet hooks with all of these little polymer clays. They're all fruits. They're all so cute. And then I also went through a dang lip gloss phase because I was like, ooh, this box smells so good. I have all these pipettes in here and I can't get this out. Hang on. I have all these lip gloss tubes. This took me days to do. Days. It was an endeavor that was very short-lived, and I tried to batch make so much. And I don't know, guys. I can't bring myself to do it. But I've got all these flavor oils in here too. I don't know. They're so good. I'll keep the glitters and these little polymer things because that is something that I would love to be able to do, is get into the resin making again. I just could not for the life of me get the resin to work. Like, I found a bag of some of the pre-done lip glosses that I made. Like, they were so good. This one was called Bangin' Banana. I really wanted these to be like vulgar lip glosses, so I named them Bimbo Tears. But yeah, we had Bangin' Banana, whipped cream. I had 2 other flavors in there too. I had like a peppermint and a strawberry one too. I think it was like peppermint batty and strawberry, the word I can't probably say on here. But it feels wrong to get rid of all this. So I spent so much money on all this stuff because I have so many crafts that I like to do, but I can't monetize it all. Alright, so the rest of what's in the pink cabinet is just yarn. Now, I'm not going to go through my yarn because obviously I'm not going to throw any of that away. I use it all. I want to make my Alex drawers more of a ship station and like tools, things like that I actually need. Because I'm also trying to think of my process as I'm doing this and going to rearrange tomorrow and how things are going to make sense with the layout, because a lot of my stuff is just kind of scattered all over the place. So I'm trying to keep things as easy as possible for myself. I found these little gold baskets, and as I'm finding things that I'm keeping or not getting rid of, kind of organizing them into like sewing notions, personal hobbies, things for the business, etc. I'm just trying to group things together so I know what to keep together when I put them away. This top drawer is full of nothing but like old crochet hooks. These massive ones that they don't make in like ergonomic ones, or at least I haven't found them. I'll be keeping these, but all of my really old hooks, I don't need these. So I'm gonna go through them and get rid of them. All of these metal ones, I am going to put in a baggie of things that I'm gonna ask any other crafty person that I know if they want them. The hooks, needles, however, I'm gonna keep these because I do use these for my centro, and you can never have enough of these. Found this. Bestie got me this a couple years ago, where it's like a little light up one with all the interchangeable hooks. Now technically I don't need it, but I absolutely adore this thing, and sometimes I will lose certain hook sizes, and I love the convenience of this. So I'm gonna be keeping this. Dilemma. My shipping boxes my shipping boxes do not fit in my Alex drawer. The rest of what's in there, unlike my bottom shelves in this first drawer, are full of shipping supplies, so I did just leave them in there for now because, again, this is going to be my shipping station. We're going to shift a little more, move over. We're doing the space under my desk now. This doesn't have too much. It's just got some notions, polyfill, sewing stuff. I have a couple of electronics under here that do actually belong in the space under my couch. I actually taped these, they're little light bar things, little light bars. I use these for just content, and then they've also got a lot of tape residue on the side because I tape these to my tent when I take them to markets. I'm gonna go through all this, figure out what I want to keep, or I'm gonna go through, and yeah. Alright, this next set of Alex drawers actually might be a little more difficult to go through because this has like more of my other hobbies, but also a lot of notions as well. Like my bottom one is full of nothing but pony beads, so I think I'm gonna have to find a section here in the office dedicated to nothing but beadwork, because a girl got beads. Because my other goal with this is to not spend any money. I'm not allowing myself to spend any money on anything, which is the hard part, because I know if I do that, it will get carried away. I've reached that point of decluttering where I've made a bigger mess than I have fixed. It's also that point to where it's now 9:20 and I am running out of steam. The small little eclectic squirrel humanoid thing that I am wants to find small little containers and small little bits and things to put said things in. I've got bells and googly eyes and tiny little hardware pieces, and seeing the mess that I've now created is overwhelming me. But there's also the little part of me that just wants to start the moving around process now. I've got a lot of plushies laying around too, which I think I'm just for the time being gonna leave them there. I think now it's just a matter of figuring out how to organize all these things and how I want to do the layout. The couch fits so perfectly along this half wall, but part of me also wants it to be on the other side. I built the couch myself, I put it here, and I know if I start moving it, the mans is gonna come out and question my sanity at this time. I think I just need to process what I've got out right now. I said I was gonna wait until tomorrow. I didn't. I started moving things. My desk is gone. I need to desperately vacuum. Everything is on my couch and taking up the hallway. I can't move the couch on my own. I don't know if I need to take everything off the couch and then try and move it. But I'm thinking of putting it, I measured just to be sure before I started doing this, but I think I'm gonna put it along this back wall here, and then this little kick out part's gonna come here, and then maybe put my desk here, and then like some shelves. And so my phone died, and I've been without you for maybe an hour and a half. I paused. I had to take my dogs for a walk. I was hungry. I got carried away. Let me just show you. So I've made space. As you've noticed, the couch is no longer here. It's over here. I did it all by myself. I moved it. My desk is along this side of the wall. I got Taco Bell. Have not eaten it yet. I just wanted to catch you guys up before I started doing things. My brain thought of this process and putting everything away after I had decluttered and like gone through most of the stuff, and thought, well, I can't put this all away back where it technically quote unquote belongs, just to have to take it all out and move it again tomorrow. I started moving things, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna put it away, I want to put it away where it's gonna go, because I don't want to have to do double the work, right? I fear I've made a bigger mess. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna pause, maybe watch some YouTube for a little bit, just chill, relax, kind of process how I want to go about these things. But I do have ideas for how I want to start setting things up, and eventually how I want things to go in the future when I allow myself to buy more things for this, to give room to grow. Anyway, I will see you shortly.
Hi, it is the next day. I'm here in my car. two things. I did two things that I said I wasn't going to do, or I'm about to do two things that I said I wasn't going to do. Last night, I said I was not going to rearrange furniture, and I did. Second thing that I'm about to do is I said I was not going to spend money, and yet here I am. Haven't bought anything yet, but given the fact that I don't want to spend money, I want to take the cheaper options, and so I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of a Goodwill. But I'm at a Goodwill because if I can find things that are a little better or a little bigger for cheaper, awesome, cool beans. I'm only gonna get it unless I can absolutely think of a purpose for it, because I've realized moving the furniture last night that there's no way, if I were to get rid of that pink cabinet, that I'm going to be able to put things back in a nice organized fashion that doesn't look cluttered. I have a lot of yarn, I have a lot of crap. I really want it to feel less cluttered because it gets so messy and I'm tired of cleaning it so much, so I just want to make sure that everything has a home. I'm going to hit the Goodwill first, and I'll let you know if I find anything cool. So, bye! Okay, so I didn't find too much at Goodwill. The only thing I got was a couple of glasswares that I thought would come in handy for markets, but also storing some trinkets on shelving, for like my hooks and etc. I'm now at Dollar Tree, so I'm hoping I can find a bit more variety as far as like organizational goes. I was really hoping to find more like containers or storage pieces at Goodwill, and it was mostly just glassware, and it looked like things were pretty picked through. So wish me luck. I'm going into Dollar Tree. Wow, I had quite the adventure at the dollar store. I'm hoping you guys don't. Exactly what I didn't want to happen. Let me see if I can prop you guys up somewhere. Doubtful. We'll continue this when I'm home. So I got home yesterday after buying the things I told myself I wasn't going to buy. And I got carried away. And I got lots of ouchies because I didn't ask for help. And ended up not recording because I forgot. So because that was my only day off. I just got off my 9 to 5 and it's my early day, so it's 2:20 right now. I got everything moved. I spent a majority of the day winding all of my yarn so I could try and organize it and go through everything. Most of it's now just putting things away. So once I get home, I only live like a couple of miles away from work, so it'll take me like 10 minutes to get home maybe. But once I get there, I'll give you guys a little overview of what we're starting with and what else I have left to do, and show you what I actually got, because I didn't do any of that and I'm so bad. I'm getting used to this, filming and recording everything that I do. It feels weird to me. I'm rambling. Let's just get home. Alright, so I made it home. This is what I'm working with. Most of this is like organizational things that I need to put away. I spent so much time doing nothing but winding yarn. So this is like all my plushy, kind of specialty fluffy yarns. This over here, these are like scraps, things that I really don't have enough to make anything with. Those are all overflow acrylics and other specialty yarns, more acrylics, because I have this. Also say hi to the puppies. Hi. Puppy. Oh, she's getting beat. No, Pip. No. Anyway, I spent so much time making this. So I took things that I use often, specialty yarns that I'm really excited to use, things that I have a lot of, etc. And I put each one on a peg there. A couple of bits and bobs, printer, sewing machine, Cricut, stuff like that. Snacks and lavender soda. Love. I'm just going to try and clear the area and start putting things away.
Game over.
So this has taken me a lot longer than I previously expected it to. I think total it's been a week when I only planned on this being like a 24-hour project. This project got away from me, as most projects usually do. Otherwise, I'm extremely happy and extremely satisfied. Got my yarn wall, everything's wound, everything's nice. Got my puppies thoroughly enjoy this space. Shipping station, everything is so nice and set out. Obviously, I've been trying to live in this space for a day or two just to see how I kind of like things, and obviously, English is hard. Obviously, things are going to change here and there as I learn to grow and evolve in the space and figure things out. So yeah, I know that this video was very all over the place, and I am not sorry for that, because that will be the theme here. Nothing really makes sense, and a lot of this is improv. So thank you. If obviously you like it, thanks. Welcome to whatever this is, and my adventures and endeavors into trying to take my small business a little more seriously. If you have any ideas for future videos that you want to see, let me know so I can make those happen. But I have quite a few plans, and I'm... She found her toys. Not bad. Not a thought in the world. Not a thought in the world. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm just rambling. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited to see what this all turns into. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.